It is July 10th, and on Today in Murder, we discuss the assassination of an Irish minister of justice named Kevin O'Higgins. Kevin was born on June 7, 1892 in his home country of Ireland. Kevin was one of 16 children from Dr. Thomas Higgins and Anne Sullivan. His mother was the daughter of a nationalist politician, Tim Sullivan. Kevin O'Higgins was kicked out of 6 different schools growing up, even being expelled from a seminary school for breaking the no smoking rules. In the year 1915, Kevin joined a group known as the Irish Volunteers. The Irish Volunteers were a paramilitary organization established in 1913 by nationalists and Republicans in Ireland. It was basically formed in response to the formation of the Irish Unionist and Loyalist counterpart, the Ulster Volunteers, in 1912. The Irish Volunteers' declared primary aim was, quote, to secure and maintain the rights and liberties common to the whole people of Ireland. Kevin O'Higgins was efficient and had a forceful personality. Not long after joining, he was appointed captain of Carlow Brigade. After this, he joined the Sinn Féin, which is a political party in Ireland. But being the troublemaker he was, Kevin was soon arrested and imprisoned. Interestingly, while in prison, he was elected a member of Parliament for Queen's County, or Louth. Fast forward to 1922, when the Irish Civil War had broken out, Kevin had tried to restore law and order by introducing tough measures. Between then and mid-1923, he confirmed the sentences of execution of 77 Republican prisoners of war. This included a man by the name of Rory O'Connor, who had been best man at his wedding the previous year. Kevin and his colleagues did not view them as prisoners of war, but rather as criminals. On February 11, 1923, the anti-treaty IRA killed his father, who had snatched a revolver from the leader of a raiding party in his family home. Kevin O'Higgins feared, as did many of his colleagues, that a prolonged civil conflict would give the British an excuse to reassert their control in the Free State. But they made it out. Post-Civil War 1924, Kevin was named de facto head of government due to Minister Joseph McGrath resigning and President Cosgrove taking sick leave. Kevin O'Higgins reversed policies he thought didn't fit well with how he envisioned the country. O'Higgins was seen very much as a strongman of the cabinet. He once described himself as one of, quote, the most conservative-minded revolutionaries that ever put through a successful revolution. Though far-left political enemies characterized him as having supposed fascist tendencies, although he would deny this. Kevin O'Higgins, despite having allies and being a successful strongman in the political world, still had skeletons in his closet. On July 10th, 1927, Kevin O'Higgins had been walking from his home to Mass on Booterstown Avenue. Kevin had been accompanied by an armed Garda detective, but had sent the detective back to Blackrock to buy cigarettes. As he approached the junction with Booterstown Avenue, 3 anti-treaty members of the IRA were waiting for him in a parked car. Timothy Coughlin, Bill Gannon, and Archie Doyle. It isn't exactly sure which one, but one of them emerged from a parked car and shot him. Kevin O'Higgins ran a very short distance before collapsing. Then, one of the assailants shot him again as he lay on the ground. The men then got back into their car and drove away. Despite being hit 8 times, Kevin, being the tough guy he was, did not die for almost 5 hours. None of the 3 assassins were ever apprehended or charged. It is July 10th. I'm your host, Dawson Toller, and on Today in Murder, that was the assassination of Kevin O'Higgins.